into the budget itself.
Evening, Commissioners.
Sir, how are you?
Good, very good. Well, as Commissioner Shade just said, we've been working on the budget since January. Tonight would be the night we formalize the budget and go ahead and adopt our operating and capital budgets. And there's a number of steps we'll have to go through to do that tonight. Largely a formality at this point, but a necessary one. So if you don't mind, we'll just kind of step right through everything real quick. The first motion we have is to enact Resolution 16-15, which will actually adopt the fiscal year 17 operating and capital budget. It's in the grand total amount of $135,663,070. And that includes, as Commissioner Shade mentioned, an $86 million general fund. It includes a 2% cost of living adjustment for county employees, a total increase of 1.99% over last year. Let's see, anything else here? 10th penny reduction in our property tax rate, and the homestead tax credits moving to 4%. So all in all, a nice budget, as Commissioner Shade mentioned. A little easier than past years, still not great, but definitely a little easier, a little better. So first step tonight would be for you three to approve Resolution 16-15.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Thank you.
All right. Item number 5, our tax levy and differential.
So that was step one. Step two would be to actually adopt the tax levy and tax differential rates for the year. And as we discussed during our constant yield hearing back in March, and we've discussed many times since, we've reduced the tax rate by 1/10 of a penny to 0.9770, 6 consecutive year of tax decreases. No one else can say that in the state, so something to hang your hat on. So what we need to do with this motion is adopt those tax rates so we can apply them to the tax bills effective July 1. So looking for your approval on tax rates.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
And number 6, our supplemental levy.
And this would be our supplemental levy for special taxing areas and ad valorem rates. They are very largely unchanged from prior years, and your approval of these will allow us to also apply these to the tax bills effective July 1. So looking for your approval of these.
Is there a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And last but not least, item number 7.
And this one's probably the easiest of them, just a motion to authorize our department to publish the necessary levy documents in the paper. And as Commissioner Shade mentioned, this will be on our website for probably in about a week. We'll finalize everything after tonight and should have the document out. So this will allow us to publish everything.
Make a motion, we accept item number 7. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for a good budget process.
And it's a lot longer than the 5 minutes you stand up there.
It goes on for a while.
That's right.
Glad to be here tonight.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jason.
Item number 8 is our water and sewer rates for 2017. Mr. Yeager.
Hello, Commissioners. On May the 4th, the Sanitary Commission met and approves the recommendations to the county commissioners for water and sewer rates. They were presented to the county commissioners on May the 5th and have been posted on the website since then. The increase was what we consider to be the bare minimum. That's a $2 per quarter sewer and a $1 to $2 per quarter on water. To my knowledge, we haven't received any comments about what was posted on the website. Just looking for your visual approval on those rates tonight.
Mark, when the Sanitary Commission recommends this, they have representatives from each area that we have customers in, correct?
Yes, that's how we try to pick them to cover the entire county.
Last year when we did this, the next day everyone asked why we set and raised the rates. I said, we only adopted the rates that they gave us by their representatives. So clear on
Have a motion?
that. That is a motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Item number 9 is our Evans Creek stream restoration. Mr. Patterson.
Dan, what that Paul?
Say that.
It aged a few years, maybe.
Quit making fun of Dan.
Something to water down here.
Gentlemen, tonight, this is a result of Dan and Angie's great relationship with Maryland DNR. They reached out to Dan, he came to me on a Friday afternoon, said, I just got a call from DNR, they have some unexpended money from fiscal year 16 that they'd like to throw our way towards a project that we have been working on for a couple of years, trying to get some great money. So tonight here, this is twofold. We'll be able to restore a section of stream on Evans Creek and also realign a sewer that's been compromised by the stream. So asking for your permission to sign into contract with DNR and to accept the funding and the conditions, and also authorize us to move forward toward advertising the project with bids.
So move.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
I know the DNR, that's a kind of a switch, it's just conditions, I wonder what they are, all three of us have to resign.
Just one.
Thank you.
Yeah, only one has to resign, that's all you got. Moving into our consent agenda, Mr. Everly.
Commissioners, if you will indulge me, it's that time of year again, and our consent agenda is, this time of year is a little bit longer. So tonight we have 10 items on your agenda for consideration. Item number 10 is a motion to request authorization to advertise the North Branch Road Rehab Project. This is a project, Commissioners, which the county was successful in receiving ARC funds from just last year to the tune of about $700,000 to support this important project. Item number 11 is a motion to award a contract to Park Lane Construction and Development to build a new salt dome in the amount of $293,404. Commissioners, as you're aware, the county demolished our old facility last year. After 25 years of service with the county, the building was used when we got it from the State Highway Administration. So I want to thank Paul and Adam for getting creative and using our coal hole road tax funds and our PAYGO funds to finish this project. Item 12 is a motion to authorize the Department of Public Works to award the South Cumberland Library renovation project to Harbell Incorporated in the amount of $1,459,000. Commissioners, the county share of this project is approximately $85,000, and these funds will come from our PAYGO fund. Item 13 is a motion to authorize staff to begin the design and general project administration for the Water Station Run Sewer Rehab project. This is an important project which we are doing in partnership with the Maryland Department of the Environment and the Allegany County Health Department. Item 14 is a motion to approve Resolution 1616 to authorize a $100,000 loan with USDA to support the Route 36 water line project. Item 15 is a motion to approve Resolution 1617 to authorize the standard pickup provision of employee contributions as part of the county's enrollment into the state's LEOPS program. We're hoping, Commissioners, that this is the last little nuance that we will have to step through to perfect our enrollment of our public safety employees into LEOPS. Item 16 is a motion to declare surplus real property located on Amherst Avenue and to authorize its sale. Item 17 is a motion to authorize the administrator to execute the annual senior care plan submitted by the Allegany County Health Department to the Maryland Office on Aging. Item 18 is a motion to approve the purchase of a 1-ton truck from Hertridge Ford on the state bid. We will be securing this vehicle, Commissioners, as part of some grant funds associated with the Rawlings Water Project. And item number 19 is a motion to authorize $1,000 from the county's community promotions account to support the Old Town Summer Festival scheduled for later this month. Commissioner.
Is there any discussion? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you, Mr. Everly. Mr.
briefly, Commissioners, if you will indulge me, our deadline for program open space submittals by all our partnering agencies throughout the county was May the 1st. And we have received a list of 13 projects from 8 organizations. And at this time, I'd like to just give this summary document to you for your consideration and your guidance in terms of how you'd like for us to move forward at this time. The long and short of it, Commissioners, is that of the 13 projects, they total $429,701 program requests. Unfortunately, we only have $175,899 to play with. Nothing new on the POS front. That's all I have.
Thank you. Mr. Valentine.
Just a few things, real quick. At our last meeting, Commissioner Brody brought up a project that he felt Tri-County Council killed last year.
Well,
It was actually ARC.
Yeah.
And what has happened, ARC has changed their guidelines for things that they will fund, and it's seen as an access road. Now to get funding for access road, you need to have a written program explaining exactly how many jobs it's going to create and all. So that's a federal program we've got very little to say about. Secondly, I'd like to personally thank Paul Cahill and his team. I think it was a great meeting up in Western Port yesterday. That's a project that's moving forward. Looks like that water line extension through 3 different phases will go all the way to Bloomington and in Garrett County. It's greatly needed up in that area, and it'll actually be a good financial boost for the town of Western Port. So it's a win-win all the way around. That's it.
very good. Well, I'm going to keep this short tonight. Thanks, Jason. Budget season's done for another 7 months, 6 months. And I really don't know how to show appreciation of the board on how much we do appreciate the hard work that's in this, because it's not easy, we know that. But since we've got a lot of department heads here, thank every one of you for staying in budget, because that makes our life a lot better. With that, the only other little thing is, I don't know if I told you this last meeting, we did have a little meeting up in LaVale with the project. And it's going to go forward. Thanks a lot to Administrator Everly. I'll have to give Dave credit. He sits here a lot and don't get credit for a lot of stuff he does. But he picked that ball up and run, and the governor had his troops out in force. So with that, 2 projects are to go now. So that's it for me this evening, sir.
All right, I've spoken enough tonight, but maybe next year we'll get some local highway user funds like we were expecting, and then that budget will even be easier.
Oh
Before I forget, because this is at the bottom, federal government's revising their floodplain maps. There's an open house scheduled for Tuesday, June 7th at the multi-purpose building from 5 to 7 at night. There will be a question and answer session at 6 o'clock, and MDE will be there too. So maybe you would like to hang out with them. And then there's one on Wednesday the 8th from 1 to 4, and that's at the Georges Creek Library in Allegany. So that's Tuesday, June 7th, and Wednesday, June 8th.
And the really interesting thing about these floodplain maps are supposedly created using nothing but scientific data, and yet there's areas that they say were flooded within the last 100 years that now they're saying they haven't been flooded in the past 500 years. So it makes me wonder about their scientific data.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. I had enough of that fight 2 weeks ago.
All righty. Our constituent comments tonight, we have Kenneth Wilmot signed up.
I'm Kenneth Wilmot, live at 5134 Avenue, Cumberland Mountain. I'm here just to bring to your attention an incident that I observed and participated in on Old Town Road there at the Circle K gas station. I pulled in there Monday afternoon to get gas. I had to circle around the tank to get on the other side to fill up my truck. I got out and was running my credit card. I heard a lot of jabbering. I thought, what's going on? So I walked around the other side, looked in this, I'm not gonna tell you what car or what the car was. I looked in this car, and here's a little 2-year-old boy strapped in a car seat. So I said, wow. So I said hi to him, he's waving, he's jabbering away, and he's pointing into the, service station, where the people go in and get their snacks and pay. Anyway, so I stood there a good 5 minutes, and finally the mother came out, and I told her, I said, lady, I said, I've been watching your car here so nobody would run off with your child. Well, she wasn't thankful. I'm not going to tell you all she said, but I'm anything but you know what. And in other words, she told me to mind my you know what business and all this other good stuff. And I said, well, if that's the way you feel about it, I said, I should have called the police. So she said, call the you know what police. So she left, I called the police. I don't know what came of it, but I just want you to know that I know there's laws against leaving kids in the car, but I think they're only enforced when something happens. I think something should be done when people find a child in the car and they bring it to the attention. I don't know what you people can do about it, but we do have people, it's unbelievable. I wouldn't leave, I've got 12 great grandchildren, and I can guarantee you, my grandchildren, they better not leave anybody in the car by themselves. And I think it's terrible that we got people around here that just don't care about the children. She said, oh, I was watching. I said, lady, I could have run off with that child, and you'd have never seen him. But I think maybe a start would be, I think for every business should have to have a sign on the door, do not leave children in your car. And then maybe a little thing here, charges for, I don't know, but I think the only thing that gets people's attention today is you hit them in their pocket. It don't do any good to put them in jail and got to pay out a fine or something like that. Anyway, thanks for listening. I just wanted you to know, but this is a matter of record because I called the police, and I don't know what to come of it. I don't think she's happy if they did go see it. Thank you.
Thank you.
With that, our next public business meeting will be Thursday, June 30th at